obviously I'm pleased to get the win. It's kind of the end of an energy cycle for us. A lot of games in a short amount of time. Coming back from Kansas City, obviously with the football game going on, you knew the crowd was going to be a little bit sparse. So just for the guys to be able to muster up the energy to, especially in the first half, I thought we did a really good job. Thought Trey got us off to a great start with his energy. Thought we took care of the ball well in the first half. And then I thought McIntosh got going, really controlled things. And, Scottie was tremendous. And, I don't know if he's going to get 26 every night, but him just giving us that scoring punch is really big for our team. If we can add, I've said all along, he's a big X factor for us. So when he's rolling like that, I think it makes us that much more dangerous of a team. And thought we got a little sloppy down the stretch. I was playing a lot of young guys. There'll be some good teaching minutes. Jordan got a chance to really run a team there. Played all the young guys, got those last 8 minutes. So there's going to be some really good stuff because we're going to need everybody. That's the kind of team we have. We know our guards are a staple, but other than that, from a night-to-night basis, I don't know who the other guys are going to be, and that can be a positive though. That can be a positive if we can find the right group on a given night who gets us done. So excited to head to Blacksburg Tuesday. Always playing the ACC Big Ten Challenge. It's a great event. We need to get our legs back. I was happy to not have to play McIntosh and Demps down the stretch. They've been logging heavy minutes, and we'll get ourselves together in the next 2 days and see what we can do against Virginia Tech.
You mentioned what Demps did for you scoring, but can you just talk about the defense in the first half and the second half that never let them get back in the game?
Yeah, I thought overall it was good. I think we can get better with it. But overall, it was good. We were big in the lane, which we had a size advantage. I thought we did a good job. I think Alex had 6 blocks, just being big down there. We rebounded well. We made them took tough shots. Their best player, Gill, had no baskets in the game. So he was our focal point. He was their leading scorer and all-league player for them last year. So we held him to 0 for 7. So I thought that was a great job with the game plan there. And so getting that big lead at halftime was huge because, in a game like that, the longer you let a team that's scrappy like that hang around, they can have a lot of belief, and then you could be in for a dogfight down the stretch.
Chris, this week was a good measuring stick for this point of the season for your team. Can you evaluate your team at this point?
Yeah, we're a work in progress. I think everybody in the country is. But I was really pleased with our play in Kansas City. If you look at our schedule with having that Fairfield Columbia, I think you saw. Fairfield then beat Columbia. So those are 2 good teams that came in here. That I was really pleased about those 2 wins, and then to be able to beat Missouri 18 hours after beating North Carolina. North Carolina takes a big toll on you, not because they're so talented, but just because of their speed, physicality, and athleticism. So we were really worn out after that game, and to be able to come back 18 hours later and play the way we did against Missouri, especially in the first half, I think shows a lot about our group. And it's great to be 5-1. I'm excited about that, and we have a great opportunity in front of us on Tuesday in the ACC Big Ten Challenge on a national stage. So we need to get our legs back again. We got a couple days to get right, and hopefully we can play our best game Tuesday night.
Like you mentioned, Jordan got his first extended minutes of the year, and just what do you see from good or bad about what he could bring to this team once he gets more experience?
Well, I think Jordan has a nice role for us. He's a guy who can come in. He gives you defense. He's very solid. He knows what we're doing out there. I thought he made a nice drive early. He can rebound. Where Jordan right now isn't like those last 8 minutes, he had to just run the team because he didn't have Bryant or Trey with him. When he's playing with one of those guys, he does a really good job. And I thought he did fine at the end, but I think those were great minutes for him to not have either of those guys out there the last 8 minutes of the game so he could really learn how to start running this team. And, as he moves forward in his career, that's something that I'd like for him to continue to learn how to do. He's never done that. He played with Glenn Watson in high school, who was a point he'd always played off the ball. So I think he's doing a nice job. He gave us good minutes against Missouri. And, again, to be able to get him 17 minutes tonight, he got 4 assists, 1 turnover. I thought he gave us pretty good defense, and it was a good game for him to get experience.
He looks like he's pushing for a starting role. Are you more comfortable that way or off the bench?
You know what? I talked to Scottie. I'm okay either way. Initially, the way we've kind of put this team together, I've talked to Scottie about being the role that Trey has been for us early in his career, kind of as that super 6 man who ends up playing starters minutes, but but comes off the bench and kind of gives you that pop. We've done that here the first 6 games, but like anything, just like we did with Trey, eventually we moved him in there. So I view Scottie as a starter. Either way. I mean, to me, he is a starter. Whether we bring him off the bench or start him, to me, that's still how we're putting this team together.
You mentioned before the stretch that you guys are in with, big name teams and a lot of games. How impressed are you that they were able to focus on maybe a lesser opponent tonight and come out and play their?
It's big, and I think the thing seeing around the country, a lot of these games where Power 5 teams are losing to mid and low major teams, I think it puts a red flag in their ear, like, hey, this is, if we're not ready to play, we can lose to anybody. But I was really impressed with our maturity tonight. Coming off the Kansas City trip, you mix in the Thanksgiving holiday where you have a tendency to just let it, you have a tendency to relax a little bit over the holidays. And I thought our guys maintained good focus. We prepared well for the game, and we came out in the first half and we stamped it, which was nice. And then we're able to use that last 8 minutes to really play our young kids, which was good to get the other guys some rest and good for our young guys to get some experience.
You demolished your old career high, setting a new one, 26 tonight. How are you feeling out there? It seems like you're unconscious tonight.
I felt real good. My teammates found me for some open threes early, and my shot was feeling good. So, I kept being aggressive, so it felt real great tonight.
What do you think of the way Jordan handled those minutes down the stretch where he was running the floor completely without Bryant or Trey also in the backcourt with him?
I think it was a good learning experience for him. He's obviously a freshman, but he doesn't get a lot of time at the point. So, this was great minutes for him, to handle the pressure, to lead the team. And I think he did a good job, so it was good for him.
How do you prepare yourself for each game, knowing that you're coming off the bench, but maybe pushing for a starting role?
The coaches tell me, every day they see me that I got to be ready to play. Coming off the bench, I got to be a spark. So I just come in, I'm anxious to get in. I'm just watching, seeing what's happening in the game, and I got to be ready to play every time I step on the court.
Can you talk about just how the confidence of this team has grown in maybe the last week or so with, some of the teams that you've played and how you've done in those games?
It just, we just shown that we can play with a lot of teams, and we can be a really good team as long as we, follow what our coach is saying and stick to our principles and everything. So I think that our team is very confident right now, and we just want to keep it going.